This is Alfredo. I force him to sing to me whenever I want, how long I want. He gives me free money, and he has no rights. You guys better not snitch with the feds, alright? You hear me, Mr. Violin Man? You hear me? By the way, that's a cello and not a violin. Not sure if it's a cello either. Bruh. But welcome, guys, to a My Singing Monsters video. So this is very different from what I usually do on my channel, but this is a game that I played around 6 years ago, and it started trending, and I really want to come back to it. So the main thing I'm going to be covering in today's episode is how you get in the top 10 list for islands globally. So if we visit this page right here, visit top islands, and we go main islands. As you can see, it gives us a list of top 10 weekly ranked islands. Now, if you don't know, I believe you get around 100 gems if you make it into this top 10, and I know a lot of strategies in different ways by by looking at all these different weekly ranks. So let's go ahead and start off this episode by let's visiting the #1 ranked island. So guys, here is actually the #1 ranked island. But basically, in this episode, I'm going to be covering all the different strategies that you can do for yourself and get into that top 10 very easily. Now, one of my goals in this game is to get into the top 10. And currently, right now, this is my 4th day of playing this game. Technically, my 6th year, if we're counting, back then when I played on mobile and had I pretty much had everything, okay? But I'm just starting fresh. But if we go to stats, click on the castle, go to stats, I have 9 island upvotes. And with those 9 island uploads, that is enough to get me into the top 500. I was in the top 1,000 yesterday and the top 500 today just by using these basic strategies. So I'm going to be covering strategy #1. So if you're playing on Steam, if you press shift and then tab, this screen will come up. This is pretty much the profile. This is the community. This is everything you need. So if you see in the bottom right here, discussions, if you click on view discussions, all right, there's a bunch of different people who are creating discussions and talking about, here's my friend code, here's a referral option, torch for torch, please I need diamonds. This is the strategy that I use. If you click on friends, click on invite friends, and then add via friend code. This is the friend code. So now if we go here and then we copy and paste, I already added this person and paste it into here, press the check mark. But pretty much you just go through all these discussions and keep adding people. All you need is their friend code, and all they need is your friend code. You don't need to accept any request. You don't need to send a friend request. You can literally add YouTubers if they leak their code. Here's my code, guys, if you want to add that. Also, if you want to use it for a referral. So there's this feature in the game where you can light each other's torches. As you can see, there's it gives you like this little tab where who needs torches lit. We're going to go to this guy's island real quick. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So let's just visit their air island. So there's a button right here. Click on that. Now, there is a good chance that they're also going to upvote your island. And that is exactly how you get in the top 10. You need a certain amount of upvotes in a week. How fast, how many upvotes you get in that week. It's not how many you have total, it's just how many you get in that week. And that'll determine if you get into that top 10. A couple things that I've been doing is I was creating my own discussions and saying like for like. I did that, I think 2 times, and it resulted in 9 likes, which is actually insane. Which is not a lot, but for a week, that is. Okay, so that's one strategy. That's pretty much how you artificially gain likes for your island, but we need to talk about how you get them naturally. When people visit your island, they have to look at your island and be like, wow, that's a really good island. I'm going to leave a like on it. That is exactly what you want. Currently, my island is a mess. Like I said, I'm just going for resources and stuff like that. And if you're a newer player, what you need to be doing, what you need to be focusing on early in the process is you need to be making sure you're getting a lot of coins, diamonds, food, until you get to that point where you can confidently say, okay, I have enough stuff to make my island look good. So I'm going to be covering another couple things here. So first of all, you want to have torches on your islands because it increases the chance of breeding a rare or an epic monster whenever they're available. You want these epics on your island because they're just good to look at, they're fun, and people might like your island for that. Now, to get into top 10, you need a bunch of resources, and you might be asking, what's the fastest way to get resources at the start of the game? First things first, #1 thing I recommend doing after you've added all your friends, go through the list of tribes. Yeah, right here. So it says friends tribes. Now, you could go through all the lists of friends that you have. I have a level 337. I have a level 286 stuff here I could join if I want to. I'm already in a tribe, so I'm not going to. But go through, visit their island, see what monsters they have, and then pick a monster that they do not have yet. That is how you're going to get into a high level tribe. That's exactly how I got into this 219 level tribe. It's not that high of a level, but it's good. It's because you're going to be getting diamonds really fast. So at the end of the week, I've already collected, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diamonds. That's really good for a week. And if I collect that 169 star power as well. Nice. Also, star power is used for decorating your island, which is really good, increasing that likability factor. Now, one thing you really got to focus on is pick one island. Which island do I want in the top 10? Like I said, once you join that tribe, you're going to get a lot of star power. Here are some really good decorations. I have 346 star power. I could buy star rocks. That's pretty cool. I could buy bingo bango bongos if I wanted to. Honestly, I might buy the star rocks. Let me go to view all guides. Now, with this, there's a lot of stuff here. Best way to get free diamonds and free torches lit. People post stuff here as well. I recommend definitely upgrading the castle. If you have diamonds, spend your diamonds here. I'm not spending them yet because I got to make sure, a couple things, because diamonds are hard to get, and I just want a chest from the spin the wheel. You want to make sure you have the time machine as well, and you want your sound, you want your song to be good. That's pretty important too. All right, you need your song to be really good. Costumes are also a really good way to increase that, likability rating. People want to see pizzazz. That's how you get in the top 10. So we're going to be viewing this island real quick. See how everything's placed around. You see like the flow it has, all the different rare creatures. You got epic creatures here and here. Have, cool design, just overall good sound as well. I'm going to play the sound for you. Pretty much everything you want on a well-designed island. It has all the monsters you want, and this is pretty much what you want to get to. The only way you can get to this is by making sure you're getting a lot of diamonds, coins, crystals, anything you can get your hands on. But at the end of the day, this game is all about progression. With all the friends that you've added, and with everybody, that has a general idea of who you are, you've brought some attention to yourself. All you need to do now is just make your island look pretty. More and more people will like your island. By the way, guys, don't put bakeries on your island. They're ugly. Two more things to keep in mind for sure is that you need a song theme as well as a design theme. Now, what do I mean by a song theme? Well, I mean, don't place every single monster on the island and make that old cliche, unoriginal music sound. Purposely place some monsters in there, take some out, mute some of your monsters, maybe just put some monsters in there for aesthetic and then mute them because they don't sound good. Try to change it up a little bit. So try to make your sound very unique. And then in terms of design, try to do some things that other players would not normally do. Or maybe try to make a theme. Like right now, I'm keeping these trees and rocks. Usually people would just get rid of them. But I'm going to place monsters around it and make it look like there's a forest surrounding probably the main focal point of my island. Maybe take the breeding structure away from here, put some dipsters up there. I don't know. Just make it so that it'll look like, it'll look pretty cool. You also have the option to bigify your monsters if you want to. I don't really recommend that, but I mean, if it makes your island look better, go for it. Now, something else you can do is buy a skin for your island. I don't exactly recommend this as much. It does give you a lot of benefits though. However, it's not, it costs money. You have to spend money. But I like to do things without spending money. But if you want to support the game, go for it, because this is definitely the best way you can spend your money. Either this or that $25 gem pack. Now, Composer Islands is a completely different story. Just completely scrap design, scrap all of that. What you want to do to get on this top 10 list is you need to come up with a theme or song, something that's popular. Undertale, I've seen a lot of that. That's a really popular game. If you like their soundtrack from that, maybe put that on your island. You need composing skills though. It's a bit of a learning curve. I'm sure we can do it. I've been trying to make a good song. I've failed multiple times, but like everything in life, it's a learning process. So just learn some of the basic physics, maybe watch some tutorial videos if you want me to make a video on it. This is the top 1 ranking for the Composer Island. Let me go ahead and play it for you right now. And finally, there's a top 10 for Tribal Islands as well. If you want to get on this, don't even think about it unless you're a famous YouTuber or you somehow, squeeze your way into one of these level 3,000 tribes. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Make sure you just buy a bunch of decorations. Make sure your monsters look good. Make sure you got some rare ones in there, as well as some epics. But anyway, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this style of video. I know it's a little bit different. Haven't posted in a while. I'm gonna be continuing to post a little bit more, but please let me know what you want to see in the future. But yeah, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Sing, Alfredo, sing!